All right, we're Psychopaths, and this is our pitch deck. So our executive summary is just going to be kind of a quick overview of what you'll see in our slideshow and what makes Psychopaths unique to our competition. So um, really, we're just going to highlight our past and future financials, discuss areas of growth and concern, and then finish with what's in it for you and our investment opportunities. So kind of who we are, we're Psychopaths. We're a bicycle manufacturer who uses 3D printed carbon to custom manufacture bicycles to the exact specifications of the rider. We're founded in New York City just a few business quarters ago, and we're leveraging online retail to ship bikes across the country, as well as in Q5, we plan to open a flagship store in the bicycle capital of the world, Amsterdam.
All right, so my name is Jake. I'm going to go over the review of the financials and the market during the first 3 quarters. So Q1 didn't really consist of much besides research and development, analyzing each market and the locations that we were given, and deciding based on consumer preferences which place would be best for our business. We ended up going with New York City, and our main focus to begin with was speed bikes. For Q2, at the end of Q2, our first performance review showed that we captured a market share of 23%, which was the largest out of everybody in our universe. Respectively, we had 29% for mountain bikes, 23% for rec bikes, and 16% for speed bikes. Using this data, it showed us that we need to pivot into more recreation and mountain bike settings because that's what our customers were preferring. So this made us change our ads and change our ad placements to reach the best market possible. For Q3, we captured 11% total market share. This decrease was due to the fact that we did not open another store or another web store. We mainly focused on just our New York City target, which may have been a mistake on our part. So moving forward, we're going to open web sales and then continue to modify our ads and placement to our target market. So like a review of the financials more in depth. Q1 was no results because it was just research. Q2, we had revenues of $757,000 with a net income of $29,000. Our net profit margin was above zero, was at almost 4% compared to negative 44% to everybody else, mainly because we didn't spend money in opening another store, so like everybody else did. Our profit margin was 52.81% compared to the average of 54, so middle of the road. Q3 financials were revenues of $1.1 million with a gross profit margin of 53.81%. And then this is when our net profit margin became negative because we spent more money in research and opening stores, so that's why it was lower than the average of negative 16%. So.
Okay, and I'm Lauren, and I'm going to be talking about assessment of current situation in the market. So in our industry, our customers are mainly for recreation, mountain, and speed bike sectors. And the recreation customers prefer fun, relaxation, exercise, and adventure. The mountain bike customers prefer adventure, exercise, recreation, and sport. And then the speed bike fans prefer exercise, adventure, and quickness. And our competition in the green world is Bike Lab, Bike World, Cyclopedia, Swift Cycles, Psychopath, and Eco-Friendly. And our main competition is Bike World and Swift Cycles because they're also located in New York City and they have a website, and they all have the same 3 bike sectors: recreation, mountain, and speed as well. And some of our strengths that I will be discussing, although our industry is very competitive, Psychopaths has performed extremely well in a few aspects. We've stayed at the top of the competition in marketing effectiveness and manufacturing productivity. And our weaknesses are market performance, investment in the future, human resource management, and asset management. But we have ideas to improve.
Some of our opportunities are that we have an opportunity to expand into the recreation market. Currently, there are only 2 other companies above us in the recreation sector, and CyclePass has the opportunity to break into the sector with a top performance. Some of our threats is due to this business, our competition has strong leverage on copying our designs on carbon bikes. In the future, we will need to ensure we have strengthened our market, bike designs, and web sales.
And I'm Lauren, the VP of Human Resource Strategy. I forgot to say that earlier. So I'll be talking about the human resources, and we plan to pay employees more and increase pension. 78.8% for sales and 68.7% for production workers is this worker satisfaction rates. And we eventually plan to add more employees to sales channels to hire more salespeople.
And I'm Ellie, the VP of Marketing. Our next steps will be to spend our remaining money on ads for the 4 bikes we have displayed. We want to remain intimate with our top bikes, which are our mountain bikes, the CP Hammer 2.0, and one of the recreation bikes, which is the Go Getter 2.0. Our marketing strategy is to create top-of-the-line advertising in more sports magazines, general news magazines, and media platforms. And we want to bring a little more recognition to the speed bike, the 5-Barrows 2.0, and the recreation bike, the CP Computer.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jack Corder. I'm our CFO. I'd say going forward, our financial strategy is going to revolve around investing a lot of our funds in unique product features to give us a unique competitive advantage. And besides that, just expanding the sales force to generate more sales and revenues in order to meet the growing demand that we see. So our tactical plan, obviously Q1, opened our first store, purchased our first 3 printers, and did our initial research into the bike models for production. The second quarter, purchased our initial market research to more effectively target consumers, purchased another printer, and began advertising and hiring our initial employees. The third quarter, to increase our market share, we opened our web center, then hired employees to service that, and then continued to expand our marketing and advertising efforts. And then going forward, for Q4, we're planning on investing a lot of our money into research and development, about $1.9 million. This is just into things like a high-tech bike computer and some puncture-resistant tires and things along those lines. We also added 3 more printers, and then obviously to boost employee morale and productivity, we increased our workers' salaries and compensation, things like coverage and pensions. And then we discontinued one of our speed bikes, the King. It was our worst-selling bike, and we thought was maybe cannibalizing on some sales of the better bikes. In Q5, we plan to implement the new features I mentioned in the previous quarter, and we also increased the prices of those bikes accordingly, and we updated our ad campaigns to better target our consumer market. And then finally, for Q6, just continue to increase our ad budget, and then also we hope to start licensing some of our new features to other firms to generate some more profits. And then just first, some of our financial statements, just a few key figures. Then operating cash flow was about almost $1.4 million. Our cash balance at the end of Q6 projected right now is around $4.8 million. And then I'd say another one from the balance sheet, our retained earnings projected to be at the end of Q6 is about $1.25 million. And then for the income statement, gross profit projected to be about $3 million, and then total operating profits about $2.1 million, and then earnings per share of $26 per share. So Sharks, we are asking for $2 million, looking for $2 million at $80 per share. Our projected Q6 stock price is $260. So if that holds true, an $80 purchase will yield a return on your investment of 225%, effectively more than tripling it. So guys, are you in?